Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. This is Lori.
That's Lori.
And that's Mark.
Michelle. And that's me. And this is Mark and Michelle. And Lori's making a guest appearance.
Lori's our cat.
His butt is making a guest appearance anyway. So we thought, since in the very near future, we're going to be announcing our Heal Your Autism Inner Circle program, which is group coaching weekly.
To the world at large, not just you guys.
Exactly, to the world at large. We would talk about what coaching is and why it's important, especially in something like recovering your child from autism when you're doing it on your own. So what I'd like to start with is just to tell you what coaches do. I mean, you may not hear this from other coaches. They may not give you a definition or the concept of what a coach is for, but as simply as I can put it, a coach is a person with experience in the area that you're trying to master. And they are guides to help you through that area of life you're trying to master.
For instance, I am a music coach. You could call it a teacher, but I'm a coach. I can do it really well, and my students are learning. That's a simple example.
Well, and probably to give you more of an idea, for instance, she doesn't, when she has a new student, she doesn't tell that student, here, you're going to learn this. She lets the student say, hey, I want to learn how to play piano. Michelle goes, okay, fine. Then let's start here. And she shows them the skills, but allows them to make mistakes, to succeed, and celebrates those successes, and then guides each student onto the next set of skills.
In their place.
Exactly, where they're at, where
they are,
where they're coming from. And so to apply this to autism, let's see if we can come up with a good example. A friend of ours has 2 sons, and the younger son, he recently got a diagnosis of autism. Well, this friend of ours, she has an older son, and he definitely has pandas by his behaviors. And so she's come to us and said, look, I need to get him over this, because back, I think it was November of last year, she was about ready to institutionalize him. It was that serious of a situation. And so over the past, I guess it's been about 9-10 months now, with our skill set in handling pandas, handling my own, we helped her over the hump of her older son's pandas. And so now she has it under control, manageable, I should say, and we're continuing to work with her, showing her new skills, new things to learn, and new things to apply, so that she can completely get rid of the pandas in his life, because unfortunately it's making it very, very miserable on the family as well as him. But see, that is just an example of how we help people do things. And so we are going to be starting up a program like that for groups. And that way, people like you who need help in recovering their children will get that from someone who has recovered from the symptoms of autism, someone who has worked with autism for far longer than I knew I had autism. And between our expertise and your goals, we can just, while not carrying you over the finish line, show you how to get to the finish line in as safe, comfortable, and sane way as possible. There you go. So that's basically what coaches do, is they're there to guide you, show you how to learn new skills, teach new skills, but always keeping you focused on your goal. Think that covers it pretty well?
Well, I would say we help you employ your own intuition, because
Yes.
your health is your health. Your child's health is your child's health. We can offer suggestions, but you have to ultimately make your decision.
Well, and that's the thing. Even when you go to the doctor, you tell the doctor, hey, here's what's wrong. The doctor says, do this, and do this. Now, unless you actually apply what the doctor told you, nothing's going to change. But unlike a doctor, we emotionally support you to the point that you allow us to. And we continually exhort you to move towards your goals. Now, a doctor, that's not what they're getting paid for. They're there to diagnose your illnesses and to give you medicines for those. And
I think a naturopath is probably closer to a coach.
I think probably so, but does it from a more natural, herbal standpoint. And
right, but we'd be available to you through a private Facebook page. Hey, Marlo, hope you're feeling better.
So we would be much more available to you. You could leave us questions. We'd answer you back. We would turn you on to the next step that you need to, or guide you to the next step that you're needing to take towards your goal. So now you might say, why would I need one? Well, let me put it to you this way. Would you be willing to do the years of research that Michelle and I have done on your health, on the diets, on autism, to be able to troubleshoot and solve all of your own problems yourself? Well, if you're not able to, then that's why
we've done the legwork already.
That's why you come to us, because we have already been down that road, and we shine enough light on your path so that you can follow us. Now, again, with our skills and experience, and we've been doing this since 2013, so it's been a little over 6 years now. We really
just keep going and did it the other
all
night.
Right. And we really are in a perfect position to get you to complete recovery exactly where I am now, and exactly where she is now compared to her health issues as well. Because interestingly enough, tonight we helped somebody who didn't have autism at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We are available to help with any autoimmune diseases as well, since I healed myself from them.
That's right.
So Mark's dad had surgery today, and it went well, but we shared the waiting room with a woman who was waiting for her husband's surgery. And I had taken my new celery juice book with me, and the topic came up, and then I started telling her about this diet that we do. She saw my smoothie. She said, I love fruit. I wish I could eat it. I have diabetes. And I was like, you know what? This diet could heal your diabetes. And then she was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, but I have neuropathy. And I said, this diet can heal your neuropathy. You have a virus that's
right.
causing your neuropathy. It has nothing to do with diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, my husband has cirrhosis of the liver. And I said, this diet can heal your husband's liver.
Yes.
And I ended up giving her my book.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't not give her my book, right? And you know what she did? Because I said, I got this book yesterday, and I was perusing it because it's hard for me to read while people are talking. And I said, I got this book yesterday, and this was before we had the conversation. And she said, I can't take your book. You just got it. You haven't even read it yet. And I had looked through it and saw some real good stuff. And I thought of something for you, Marlo, by the way. And guys, we've lost the computer completely. We're just going to so we can't see any questions or anything. So I gave her the book, and she said, I can't take your book from you. I said, you have to take my book because apparently I bought it for you. And then later she slipped me a $10 bill because the celery juice is only $10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need the celery juice book, it is very good. She gave me $10 and gave me a hug, and she said, you are from God. You do not know. So I gave her my contact information and showed her Heal Your Autism, our site, and that she could watch us nightly. And that was very cool.
It wound up being a great story because we were there for the right person at the right time. In other words, we were the right people for the right person at the right time. And you have to understand, we are the right people for your situation. And you may say, well, why should I ask you to help? Why should I have you help me instead of a doctor? Well, first of all, think about the difficulty of getting your autistic child to that doctor's visit and the possible meltdowns, the bad behaviors, just the immense difficulty that autism creates with you just trying to treat your child at a doctor. Instead, you can sit down with us right here over the internet and get group coaching from us weekly, on a weekly basis, get your questions answered. You'd have better access to us than you ever would a medical practitioner. And you say, and you may be asking, well, what kind of credibility do you have? Credentials. I lived it. I get tired of people talking about things that unless they've lived, I just don't want to hear it. I lived it for 50 years, and I know exactly what I had to do to cure all the symptoms that I lived through. And she does too. She knows all the symptoms that she lived through and what she had to do to cure them with the fibromyalgia and the Lyme and the chronic fatigue. And so we have experienced and recovered what you are trying to do. We've done it. We are ahead of you. Therefore, we're the best guides available. So when we open up our program for enrollment, we want you to seriously think about the benefits that you're going to get.
Well, we've already opened it for you guys. We just haven't told the world at large.
The rest of the world, that's true. And so the benefits that you're going to get are ease, convenience, and methods that are all natural, that don't require any pharmaceutical drugs or anything else. And you may ask, well, how do you know that your methods work? Because they work for me. I've also seen them work for others as well. So we know what we're talking about here. We've done it. Now we need to show you how to do it. That's the whole point. So
we want to show you.
Exactly.
We are so excited for ourselves. We want everyone to have this.
Because every time we help someone,
hope reappears.
It does. It reappears for us, and then it's rekindled, and we rekindle it for you guys. So what else did we want?
Oh, we came back up.
We did come back up. Nice. All right. So when we announce this to the world, you guys will know about it as well. And keep it in mind.
It's already available for you guys if you want it now.
Exactly. And we're going to post some details about it after we get done here tonight. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well, we're at apparently 15 minutes. Do you want to stop early?
Let's stop early. That's fine. And that'll give us more time to provide details of our Inner Circle coaching program for you. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Keep doing the heavy metal detox smoothie, the celery juice, and the lemon water.
Download my book, www.healyourautism.com.
Definitely.
Buried alive,
yep.
One man's journey out of autism.
Exactly. All right, guys.
And it's very cool. We've hit 2 people in Mexico downloaded it today. It is so much fun to see how far it's reaching, but it's also sad that autism is all over the world.
Yep.
But we are here to eradicate it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.